This is a question I get asked a lot. How do I quiet my mind? Do you ever feel like your mind is a raging sea, a constant storm of thoughts and feelings that just won't settle down? You're not alone. In today's world, it's easy for our minds to become a battleground of conflicting ideas, worries about the future, regrets about the past, and an endless loop of mental chatter. But what if I told you there's a way to find peace amidst this chaos? What if I told you that you have the power to train your mind to be still? Today we're rediving into some simple psychology principles that can help you transform your stormy mind into a tranquil lake reflecting the beauty of the sky. By understanding how your mind works and applying a few easy techniques, you can experience a sense of calm and clarity that will spill over into every aspect of your life. So grab a cup of tea or maybe a glass of water, sit back and get ready to discover how to find stillness in a world that's always on the move. A busy mind equals a chaotic life. The first thing to understand is the sheer volume of thoughts we have daily. On average, the typical person has roughly 70,000 thoughts per day. That's an astonishing number. And here's the twist. Most of these thoughts are unconscious. They're like background noise, playing on a loop without our awareness. But here's the catch. This mental noise doesn't stay in our minds. It spills into our emotions, our actions, and even our bodies, creating a ripple effect of chaos. Imagine your mind as a busy highway. If too many cars zoom around without direction, traffic jams and accidents are bound to happen. Similarly, when our minds are cluttered with random thoughts, our lives become a jumbled mess of stress, anxiety, and missed opportunities. But don't worry, because the solution isn't about changing who we are. It's about gaining control over our mental traffic. Think of it as setting up traffic lights and lanes. In this case, it's about becoming aware of our thought patterns and steering them towards productivity and peace. Every thought triggers a reaction. Now let's talk about the real power behind our thoughts. Did you know that every single thought we have triggers a reaction in our bodies? That's right. Thinking about a threat, whether real or imagined, activates the same fight, flight, or freeze response as if you were actually in danger. And it's not just fight, flight, or freeze. Our thoughts also stimulate hormonal changes, neurotransmitter release, and even physiological adjustments. For example, thinking about a stressful situation can raise your blood pressure and pulse rate, while positive thoughts can promote relaxation and well-being. But here's where it gets interesting. These reactions don't just affect us in the moment. They can create cycles in our bodies and minds. Picture this. A negative thought about a past event triggers stress hormones, which over time can affect your sleep, digestion, immune system, and even increase the risk of chronic diseases. But it doesn't stop there. The stress you experience can also impact your relationships, work, and overall quality of life. On the flip side, positive, uplifting thoughts can fuel resilience, improve your mood, and boost your performance. So you see, our thoughts aren't harmless mental events. They're a catalyst for action that can either lead us toward health and happiness, or inadvertently create cycles of stress and anxiety. The key is to become aware of the connection between our thoughts, our reactions, and our work. By understanding this link, we can start to manage our thoughts more effectively, breaking free from any negative cycles and steering our lives in the direction we truly want. The unconscious mind is driving. Now let's shift our focus to the unconscious mind and its role in shaping our thoughts. You might be surprised to learn that a significant portion of our daily thinking happens outside of our conscious awareness. It's like we have an autopilot mode for our minds, which may seem convenient, but can often lead us astray. According to research, a whopping 90% of our mental activity occurs at the subconscious level. That means most of our thinking is driven by deeply ingrained habits, memories, and beliefs that we're not actively aware of. This unconscious processing can be both a blessing and a curse. On one hand, it allows us to perform routine tasks without consciously thinking about them, freeing up our conscious mind for more complex problems. For instance, we can brush our teeth or ride a bike without needing to think through each step. However, the downside of this unconscious autopilot is that it can keep us stuck in negative thought patterns or biases. Without conscious oversight, our minds can default to familiar grooves, sometimes leading us to make the same mistakes or repeat old habits. It's like driving on a highway without paying attention to the road. You might miss a turn that you were supposed to take long ago, or because your mind was on autopilot. So if we want to break free from the cycle of mental chaos, it's crucial to become aware of our unconscious thought patterns and biases. By shining the light of consciousness on these hidden mental processes, we can start to steer our minds in new directions, choosing thoughts and actions that align with our goals and values. Awareness changes the direction. Here's the game-changing insight. Awareness is the first step towards freedom. Think of your thoughts as clouds drifting across the sky. When you're not paying attention, it's easy to get swept up in them, to feel overwhelmed by the mental weather. But the moment you step back and realize you're re-observing these clouds rather than being one with them, you gain a sense of detachment. This is the essence of awareness. In a similar way, when you become aware of your thoughts, you stop reacting to them instantly. Instead, you can choose how to respond. It's like turning on the windshield wipers in a gentle rain. You acknowledge the rain, but you don't panic or try to fight it. You simply adapt and move forward. By cultivating this kind of awareness, you transform from a reactive being tossed about by mental winds into a proactive thinker who can navigate their thoughts intentionally. This shift in perspective is the cornerstone of breaking free from mental chaos. It allows you to reclaim your mental space and choose the thoughts that serve you best. Simple daily practices help. Now let us explore some simple yet powerful practices that can help you cultivate the awareness needed to calm your mind. 1. Mindful breathing. One of the easiest ways to shift your focus is through mindful breathing. By paying attention to your breath, you can anchor yourself in the present moment. Try this. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in. As you exhale, let go of any distracting thoughts. Visualize them floating away like clouds. Practice this throughout the day, especially when you feel overwhelmed. 2. Journal your thoughts. Writing can be therapeutic. Keep a journal where you jot down your recurring thoughts. This act of putting pen to paper helps you externalize your thoughts, making them less chaotic within your mind. As you review your entries, look for patterns and insights that can guide you toward a calmer state. Even just 5 minutes of meditation can make a difference. Guided meditations are great for beginners. Find a quiet place, set a timer, and follow along. Focus on the guided prompts to bring your attention back to the present when your mind wanders. And 4. Pause before you react. This is a powerful one. Before responding to a thought or impulse, pause for a few seconds. Count to 5 in your head. This small delay can be your mind's wake-up call. During that pause, you'll often find that the urgency of the thought has faded, giving you a clearer perspective. From chaos to calm, there is a way. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. Most people grapple with mental chaos at some point, and while the path to a quieter mind might seem daunting, it's entirely possible with practice and intention. The key takeaway here is that your mind can be trained. It's like a muscle that grows stronger with consistent exercise. Start small, celebrate your progress, and don't be afraid to seek support when needed, whether it's through mindfulness, journaling, meditation, or simply pausing before you react. Every small step you take brings you closer to a more peaceful, focused state. And as you continue to nurture these practices, you'll find your mental noise gradually fading away, replaced by a sense of calm and clarity that spills over into every aspect of your life. So go forth, dear friend, and embrace the journey toward a quieter, more intentional you. If you found this video helpful, please share for more insightful psychology videos. Thank you for watching.